Let me ask you this. You have previously considered the CIA certification, Certified Internal Auditor. You're not sure if this is for you. You're thinking maybe this is only for accountants. Well, let me tell you this. The CIA is not only for accountants. I mean, yes, it may attract majorly accountants, but the internal auditors can be from any specialization. Why is the Certified Internal Auditor certification important? Because it has an estimated demand growth of 6% by 2028 on internal auditors. So all companies really need internal auditors, and CIA certified auditors earn usually in the US $38,000 more per year than non-CIAs. Why is there such a demand on certified internal auditors? Repeat. Cut. Let me ask you this. You've previously thought about the CIA, Certified Internal Auditor. You're not sure if this is for you because you think this is only for accountants, maybe, or auditors. Well, let me tell you this. The Certified Internal Auditor is a certification for anybody. It doesn't really have to be accountants and definitely not only auditors. Why? Because there's a 6% estimated growth up to 2028 on internal auditors. And in the US, statistically, internal auditors who are certified earn $38,000 more than non-certified internal auditors. So why is there such a demand for internal auditors? Because internal auditors develop and examine processes and procedures. Well, every department can develop their own procedures, but when you have a proper internal auditor, they would run through these procedures. They would confirm accuracy of information, be it financial information, procedural information, general data relating to processes and procedures. They can understand risks. They can pre-identify risk and pre-identify mitigation ways for those risks, and they can definitely reduce fraud and improve organizational effectiveness. So what sectors actually do need internal auditors? Definitely any private and publicly traded or publicly traded company, accountancy firms, of course, if you are accountants, and any public sector entity and governmental organization or department, they could use internal auditing. So whether you're an outsourced auditor or an employed internal auditor. The banking sector is where the highest demand on vigilant internal auditing is seen. Mass retail, distribution, and manufacturing. I mean, too many business aspects that can pose risk in manufacturing, in distribution, in inventory, in planning, in marketing, in sales. So everything would relate to internal auditing and risk mitigation, and definitely emerging demand in facilities management and security companies, where the quality is really differentiated in actual proper risk mitigation and systematic process and procedural delivery. So the non-technical skills of a successful certified internal auditor, definitely they are meticulous. They have a very high attention to detail. They are excellent problem solvers. They have the ability to work on their own initiative as monitors, as well as part of the team in developing procedures and mitigating corresponding risks. So they have the ability to work highly under pressure, and they definitely have numeracy and strong aptitude for mathematics and information systems and controls. So what does it take to become a CIA? So you have to meet certain educational and experience requirements, pass all three parts of the CIA, part 1, part 2, and part 3, not in a particular order, and you definitely maintain a commitment to continuing education to maintain that license in the following years. So for your eligibility for the CIA, you need to have a certain degree, and then you need to agree to abide by the IIA's code of ethics. Once you pass your CIA exams, you will earn your certification. So If you don't have a bachelor's degree, you should have an IAP certification, Internal Audit Practitioner, from the IIA, which with 60 months of internal audit experience, and internal audit experience is usually defined by the IIA itself, depending on your job description, but usually managerials and senior positions that require looking into reports, forecasts, budgets, etc., can be considered internal audit experience, except unless you are particularly employed as an internal auditor. Then if you have a bachelor's degree, you only need 24 months of experience. And if you hold a master's degree, you only need 1 year of experience. And once you pass your 3 parts of the exam, you will be eligible for your CIA license. So the CIA parts, as we mentioned, there are 3. The part 1, which is the internal audit fundamentals, as you can see, it focuses on foundational knowledge in internal auditing, ethics, governance, risk management, and fraud risks. Part 2 is the internal audit engagement, where it's about engagement and planning, information gathering, analysis, evaluation, engagement, supervision, and communication internally, downwards and upwards for subordinates and for top management. And part 3 is the internal audit function, where there is more focus on internal audit operations, the planning and quality of internal audit functions, and engagement results and monitoring. So these are the 3 parts. The exam for each is an average of 100 to 125 multiple choice questions. Part 1 is the biggest with 125 and 2.5 hours to complete. Part 2 and part 3 are 100 multiple choice questions each with 2 hours to complete. The exam is computer based. You can have it at a testing center, or it can be made available on demand through the IIA website itself. So how to take them, whether you should take them in the exact order with part 1, part 2, part 3, or a random order, there's a lot of, I would say, thought into that process. Some people would like to start with whatever they feel is more difficult for them, or others would like to start and prefer with whatever they find is easier or their best foot forward. So depending on where you're more comfortable and how you're more comfortable, you can move forward. Now, Morgan International can help you with the resources necessary in partnership with PRC, Powers Resource Corporation, to prepare for CIA exams. So you can get a live online course with a course package for the study material. So our online classes, whether you can register for a single part at a time or for the full parts all together, you get instructor-led lectures. These lectures get recorded, so you have access to these same lectures over and over again while you prepare for your exam. Our team is always ready for technical support, taking you forward. Definitely, there may be flexible installment plans depending on the timeline of the registration. And the course package that you receive includes an 18-month access to the resources, which include a question bank, the textbooks in digital and printed. You have mock exams that you can test out before you can actually take the official exams. You have e-flashcards, and there's the possibility of extending your access free of charge if necessary in due time. But most importantly, it's a free update. So whenever any updates occur on the exam blueprint, your study material will automatically be updated accordingly. The CIA material is available in Arabic and as well as in English. Our courses are delivered in English, but should you prefer to study in Arabic textbooks and Arabic material and content and take an Arabic exam, it is an available feature. So definitely, once you've earned your CIA, as we mentioned earlier, you may have to maintain it. Not you may have, you will have to maintain it. Whether you're practicing in internal auditing or non-practicing, you can still maintain that certification with a number of educational credits every year. So a few helpful tips. So definitely make sure to sit for the exam as soon as you study and feel ready after each of the part. Some people choose to study all 3 parts and then focus on preparing for the exam of either part so that they can accumulate the knowledge of all. Perhaps they can find some relevance within each from the learnings in the other. Definitely plan at least 2 hours to study for every lecture you take. to make sure the information sticks. And it would be definitely worth it to sacrifice a couple of months or a few, let's not say a couple and be exaggerative. So sacrifice a few months of your life, make sure you can actually pull it off, earn your CIA certification, and it will definitely open doors for you in terms of employability. Or if you don't look for different employment, if you're happy at your current job, it will definitely help you become more performant and more relevant in decision making at your current job just as well. So a lot of information is available on the CIA. Our program advisors are very happy to advise you moving forward, understand your plan, what you're looking for, and just hit us up. You can visit us through the live chat on the WhatsApp and or any of the numbers listed on our website for your local offices. Good luck.